My mom baked homemade bread our entire lives. Fresh bread was one of the main smells from childhood. She learned from her mother growing up in Newfoundland, and as the oldest of 12 children, homemade bread wasn't just a comfort, it was a necessity. For us, though, it was an act of love. Mom baked it regularly and always made some extra to give away. When some of us moved, we always knew when we visited, Mom would have fresh bread waiting. She had her favorites: white bread, raisin bread, rolls, and toutons with molasses. In the summer, she loved it toasted with a little mayo, fresh tomatoes, salt, and pepper. In the winter, buttered bread or rolls dipped in stew warmed your bones and belly. Her bread was amazing. When she got sick, I was worried the tradition wouldn't continue. I asked her to give me the recipe. She laughed and said she didn't have one. I had my pen and paper ready and said, "Let's figure it out." When I asked about amounts, she said, "A palmful of this and a pinch of that." I held up my larger hand to her smaller one and said, "That's not going to work, Mom." One thing that was very clear was her choice of ingredients. Only Robin Hood flour and Fleischmann's yeast would do. Mom made her last batch of bread with my oldest son shortly before her health took a steady nosedive. It was incredible watching them together, and I had to hold back laughter watching Mom try to restrain herself from taking over. But they were so proud once it was ready. I haven't attempted it on my own yet. I have her bread pans from 50 years ago when she and my dad were newlyweds, and I have a rough copy of the recipe. Honestly, part of what's holding me back is knowing my first loaf won't be like hers. She took her bread making seriously. My mom would never have shared an imperfect loaf. She wanted it to be perfect. That's a trait I'm working on changing in myself. Things are never perfect, and if we strive for it in everything we do, we can miss out on so much. Maybe one day soon, my son and I will bake together. I'm all about intention, so I'm happy to share mine, however it turns out.